You're watching BCTV. We're all about Branford. You're watching BCTV, Branford Government Television, a service of Branford Community Television. This program is brought to you in part through the support of the town of Branford.
Present, we have one on Zoom, which would be Commissioner Fox. So I would like to move right into a motion to go into executive session.
Okay,
so vote all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, executive session.
I'm sorry, just for the record, who made the motion and who seconded?
I did.
Okay.
Kathy, you second or made the motion, correct?
Yeah.
And you second. I second it.
And Commissioner
Okay, great.
Riccio seconded. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
And now just give me a minute to pull everybody into the separate meeting room.
All right. Okay, we're back into session. The first order of business here is
No votes for tape. No votes for tape.
No votes for tape. We've conducted our interviews, and do we have on the two candidates? Do we have a motion?
I move that we offer, or we're going to call this a conditional offer.
Okay. All right. Now we're back. We just need to make sure that Henry's all set.
Oh, is Henry okay?
The camera's up. Okay, it's off now.
Oh, okay.
He's all set.
Okay.
I move that we make a conditional offer to Chief Gary Bloomquist for the assistant chief position.
I'll second that.
Okay. Discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Congratulations, Chief Bloomquist, assistant chief. And congratulations to our other team, the two chief judges. The test. Okay, to review and discuss the 2021-22 budget. So we have all that here, and if appropriate, we would like to have a motion to approve. Or anything.
Yeah, so I forwarded this to everybody ahead of time. This is the budget as I presented it to the first elected and the finance director prior to their input. But I obviously would like your support before I go into that meeting. Essentially, the increases in the operational side of the budget focus only on contractual obligations. Remember that we have step increases, so that's 10% increase per firefighter.
That's built in, correct?
What's that?
It's built in.
Yes,
we have it in here. Right?
So it's built. Yes, it's built into here. So normally the contract would show a 2.5% raise, but because of the step increases, that's why the contractual obligation is at 5.53. So the overall bottom line is a lot closer to the 2.5% in the total budget, but on the personnel side and the salaries, it's at 5.53.
Chief, hold on.
Yes.
So remember, we're going to be getting the 161 back, correct?
Yes, we're going to be getting.
So let's go back into this. That doesn't show on this right now.
So we're getting out of the 191,721. We're getting approximately 161 back through the Safer grant for this year to offset that increase.
Right. That's what I make that number.
That up 100%. The deputy fire marshal stipend goes away. We rolled that into the salaries because we had the other salaries approved for the new position titles. The We did make I want it to be known that we did make some decreases in the overtime extra work line, but, and we did not add the contractual 2.5% increase to that line. So we are working diligently to find cuts where we can. We had, again, reflecting on some of those same things in the sick account. Everything else is pretty much flat. Longevity went down a little because we have, retirements. What's that?
No, we just kept it.
Hydrants right now we're flat. And we're going to see where that goes. That's one of those accounts we just don't know. So we'll see where that goes this year. And then should probably just, because the only other increase was in the purchase services, repairs and maintenance, which covers everything from service contracts to the repairs and maintenance on the apparatus. We increased that modestly at $5,000 increase in that line.
We're getting more bang for our buck because we're doing it in-house.
That's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing.
And then the capital requests, the apparatus sinking fund was depleted at the purchase of engine 5. The volunteers of Stony Creek took $26,000 of fundraising money that they've saved over a number of years to be able to afford the apparatus that we were purchasing. And I remind everybody, this is a bare bones apparatus.
Right.
When you check with our neighbors and you see what they spend on a pumper that does no more than the pumper that we have, latest neighbors, I got a 2012 price of their comparable pumper was $700,000. We spent $516,000. So, and that's not including any equipment, that's just for the apparatus. So we are very good at purchasing apparatus that meets the needs at a good price for the taxpayer. But I just want to remind everybody that we purchased 4 major pieces of apparatus in a very short period of time, and we're coming up to those years. So all of these cuts have left us not able to afford the apparatus we just purchased and not going to get to the next apparatus purchase. So whether they're going to have to do a bond issue or something like that, but I put the money in and readjusted the sinking funds to try to meet those goals, but it has to be funded at that level. Same thing this year, we intend to purchase an ambulance. We need that much money, $125,000 to make that purchase.
We're going to do another one.
Every 2 years, Commissioner.
No. Oh, we're replacing you.
Yes. And everything else is pretty much in line with what we've been doing. The radio sinking fund, the cardiac monitor, and the SCBA sinking fund is designed to get to a point where when everything needs to be replaced in 2025, the money will be there. And this way, it's a little bit more predictable and spread out over a number of years. So that's why we've developed these sinking funds, and I hope that the towns sees fit to funding them. Just a couple other things real quick. Included in the budget book is the fleet. The average age is 20 years old. The mileage is here. And then ambulance revenue. So ambulance revenue, we've been really fortunate over the last year. We exceeded it by significantly, but currently the call volume is down. Our transports are down. It's an unfortunate result of COVID. I certainly expect to hit the number this year, but we're not going to probably see the surplus in the budget that we normally would see. And I would recommend that they don't increase it in the coming year. Kind of see where things are.
Chief, as far as the revenue for ambulance is concerned, is it, you said call volume is down, certainly. Has anything changed on the amount we're able to bill for that?
Right, so we did get our minimum or a maximum allowable rate approved by the state of Connecticut.
Okay.
And that's what we take the state maximum allowable rate. And so we did get an increase in the rate, but a lot of it is negotiated because of Medicare and Medicaid and other people's ability to pay.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people are hurting, a lot of people are in, having a tough time. But I did include the, the revenue charts in the budget, for you to see. And along with the call volume, it's holding pretty steady as far, it's 100 calls here or there, depending on storms and that kind of thing. But when you look at it over a period of years, it continues to escalate. It doesn't ever get smaller. And that's where we are with the budget.
Right, the ambulance billing account, that pretty much stays the same most of the time.
The amount that we pay the ambulance company, it's based on what they bring in for us.
Right, I knew that,
So
yeah.
depending on what they bring in, yeah.
So this
We haven't
year's
seen
gonna
any negotiation, they haven't asked to get any increases.
Right, I mean, this year it's gonna be down,
So if revenue is down, then we pay them less.
Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Get a motion to approve this budget?
Yeah.
Make a motion that we approve the budget.
I second it.
Okay, motion made and second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I think next is a motion to adjourn. This is a special meeting. So
To
nothing-
adjourn at 4:48?
Yep,
No, 4:58.
4:58.
Second.
459.
All in favor?
That's interesting. You're free to go.
Aye.
Motion carries and meeting is closed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
This program was brought to you in part through the support of the Town of Branford. Watch town meetings and other videos on demand at BranfordTV.org.